Yeah. Yeah. Stupid people. Fools and their money are always parted. And I guess you could call me a fool. Because when we return to the Old Uncle Bastard show, I'm going to tell you about an idea I had over the weekend that, if I'm successful, will mean I'm giving $1,000 to Lee Stranahan. Details coming up.
Uh-oh. It seems as if Los Angeles County Deputy District Attorney Patrick Fry has crawled up through the toilet pipes again. While we grab the plunger, stick around for these messages. The Old Uncle Bastard Show is brought to you by Audible.com. And listen to this, you lucky people. Old Uncle Bastard has a special deal. Just for his friends. All you have to do is log on to audibletrial.com/olduncle-bastard, and you, yes, you, can download a free audiobook and enjoy a 30-day free trial. There are over 100,000 books for you to choose from, like J.R.R. Tolkien's delightful tale of fantasy and magic, The Hobbit. In this fantasy classic, master storyteller J.R.R. Tolkien creates a bewitching world filled with delightful creatures and thrilling dangers. And narrator, Rob Ings, will hold listeners of all ages spellbound with his skillful portrayal of hobbits, dwarves, and enchanted beasts. Get The Hobbit, or any one of 100,000 other audiobook titles, when you take advantage of this special offer, available to our listeners only. It couldn't be more simple. Log on to www.audibletrial.com/oldunclebastard and get your free audiobook download, plus a 30-day free trial to audible.com. Or, in the alternative, you could visit www.oldunclebastard.com and click the banner ad for audible.com. This special offer is for our listeners only. So if you tell anyone at all, Old Uncle Bastard will hunt you down like a dog. And nobody wants that, now do we? www.audibletrial.com/oldunclebastard. What in God's name are you waiting for?
And not so long ago, you turned off the heat as far as your house was concerned. Now, with the weather still getting warmer, you're probably turning off the heat on many of your meals, too, by serving more salads, lighter foods, and cold drinks to go with them. And for a grand cold drink at mealtime, or any time, you certainly couldn't ask for anything more satisfying than a tall, frosty glass of iced Postum. From the first tinkle of the cracked ice to the last cooling sip, it's thoroughly delightful and refreshing. Drink your iced Postum slowly so you can enjoy longer its grand, full-bodied flavor and its mellow smoothness. Make up a good supply of iced Postum in the cool of the morning. Keep it in the refrigerator and serve it whenever you wish. For unlike caffeine-containing beverages, Postum can stand without losing or changing its flavor. See how convenient iced Postum is when friends stop in. And the whole family can enjoy its refreshing goodness, for Postum contains no stimulant of any kind that could possibly cause sleeplessness, nervousness, or indigestion. Serve iced Postum tomorrow, and see if you've ever served any warm weather drink as delicious or as welcome. If you were caught in the middle of traffic, or if you just saved yourself from being drawn out to sea by the undertow, you'd have a right to feel nervous and jumpy and jittery. But when that nervousness is due to little things, when you jump because somebody speaks to you suddenly, when you're ready to blow up at the mere sound of the neighbor's piano, then it's time you looked into the cause of that jumpiness. For it might be something you could easily remedy, something as simple as giving up coffee, perhaps. Although there are many people who can drink coffee without becoming nervous and jittery, there are many others who can't. So if you suspect coffee upset your nerves, switch to Postum. For Postum contains no caffeine or any other stimulant that could possibly set your nerves on edge. And it's an ideal mealtime beverage, tempting to look at, fragrant to smell, and delicious to taste. What's more, Postum is very economical, costing less than most other mealtime drinks, in fact, less than 1/2 cent a cup. You can get it at any grocer's in 2 convenient forms. Postum cereal, the drink you make by boiling or percolating, and instant Postum, made instantly in the cup. So if coffee's been making you nervous and jittery, start drinking Postum regularly and see if those nerves of yours don't steady down.
Well, what do you know? It wasn't Paterico in the toilet after all. It was a large clog of poo. Seems as if our uncle is getting plenty of fiber. Now, back to the show.
I credit the Postum. Bill Schmalfeld here, the Liberal Grouch, the old Uncle Bastard, and let me tell you something. This Stitcher program looks like a winner to me. Stitcher on demand, or radio on demand. It's a great way to listen to tens of thousands of radio shows, and you don't even have to be connected to a Wi-Fi or in a cell signal or anything like that. You just click the app, pick the show you want to listen to, and bada bing, there it is. It's really just that simple. Speaking of simple, my friend Lee Stranahan, for months, I've been challenging Lee Stranahan to sit down and tell me the truth. For months, he has dodged me, he has defamed me, he lies about me, and he continues to raise money off of my name, but he will not engage me. Over the weekend, I made this vow to the moon and to the stars, and to Lee Stranahan as well. Come up with a list of things that I have been wrong about in writing about you, Lee. Let's start with the pimping of the wife. Explain those websites and screen caps. Explain what they really mean and what they are. Okay? Explain the rape threat that never happened. The one that the Howard County Police said never happened. And explain why you raised God knows how much money from that. Explain all your various scammeries that I've written about. And explain, I guess I'm satisfied with your explanation. You told 3 different stories about how your daughter passed away. All right, we'll just assume that the last one is the true one, because that's the one you've stuck with for the longest. So, prove I have been wrong about that shopping list of things I've written about, and I will not only quit Twitter, I will not only quit this radio show, I will quit blogging altogether. Now, to me, if I'm a member of the right-wing blogosphere, I'm on your ass right now, Stranahan. I'm on your phone. I'm on your Twitter stream saying, what the fuck are you waiting for? Prove Liberal Grouch wrong. It should be easy. If you say he's lying, you should have proof on hand to prove that he was wrong about all these things. But you haven't proven a single fucking thing. You haven't even taken the effort to prove that I've been wrong about anything. You say, Liberal Grouch tells lies and defames my family and attacks my family and defames me. And oh yeah, he wanted to rape me and my wife and my kids, and we had to move, but we didn't. Stranahan, stand up, be a man, tell the truth. And like I said, if I were one of your right-wing supporters, I'd be telling you, hey, you want to get rid of this clown once and for all? Stand up for yourself. Be a man. Tell the truth. Prove Liberal Grouch wrong, And we've got him right here now on his show recording his own voice saying he will quit Twitter, he will quit Facebook, he will quit blogging, he will quit the radio show, he will stop altogether. And all you have to do, Lee Stranahan, is prove that he's been wrong about all those things. If you were a man, you could do that. We all recall how back in September 2012, Lee Stranahan sent the Howard County, Maryland police to my house to investigate a threat I made. The nature of that threat, by the way, which has changed depending on the version of the story he tells. First, he says I threatened to rape his wife. Then it was I threatened to rape his wife and kids. Then it was I threatened to rape him, his wife, and his kids. And he did this knowing that after nearly 13 years with Parkinson's disease, I am unable to walk any distance, let alone rape anybody. I can't walk in my own house without my handy-dandy roller walker over here to help me out. Without a driver's license, I'd have to ask my wife to drive me to Dallas to do all this raping. And I just can't see her agreeing to that. The police looked at my computer. They saw what I actually wrote. They laughed. They apologized for disturbing me, and they left. Still, for months, Stranahan used this fabricated threat to raise money from his supporters on PayPal, saying he needed to move immediately to protect his family from the horrible old man who can't even walk unassisted. He raised God knows how much money when his right-wing blogger friends, including Michelle Malkin, told the story of the horrible old man in Maryland who wanted to do harm to this nice family in Texas. And as recently as February 2nd, Aaron Walker, the lying sack of shit, wrote this. Here is where his harassment of Lee Stranahan drove Lee to abandon his home. He never abandoned his home. He lives right where he did on September 1st when he called the Dallas 911 to send the Howard County, Maryland police to my house for a threat I never made. Okay? Stranahan continues to evade my questions. He did not move, even though he must have raised a bundle during his emergency relocation PayPal drive. He used to sell his own wife to anyone who had $299 to come by his home studio, where he homeschools his kids, to pose for pornographic pictures with her. $650 if you wanted his wife to privately deliver the finished prints for a 2-hour session. So, Lee Stranahan, we know you are motivated by money. Will $1,000 be enough to overcome your fear of talking to me? I will pay Lee Stranahan up to $1,000 for a 1-hour interview. I will send it to him via PayPal after the interview is recorded, but before it is aired. Stranahan must agree to answer every question I ask. He must be polite. I will be polite. And in the event Stranahan turns down this $1,000 free money payday, I'll donate whatever money we raise to charity or return it to your PayPal account on your request. Now, I'm waiting for Kickstarter.com to approve this project of mine. And once they do, we'll kick off the Stranahan grant